Hello farmers, would you be interested to know the different types of composting and composting methods? Well, we are here today with a great information. Hi, my name is Yoshu and you are watching me on Freedom Farming English channel. Compost is decomposed organic material and it is made with materials such as leaves, shredded twigs and kitchen scraps from plants. Composting is a good way to recycle leaves and other yard waste. Is the nature of method of recycling. Composting biodegrades organic waste, that is food waste, manure, leaves, glass trimming, paper food, feathers, crops, residue and turns it into valuable organic fertilizers. Let's talk about the composting process. Composting is a natural biological procedure carried out under controlled aerobic conditions and it requires oxygen. In this process, different microorganisms including bacteria and fungi break down organic matter into simpler substances. The composting process is mainly dependent upon the environmental conditions present within the composting system such as oxygen, temperature, moisture, organic matter and the size and activity. Let's talk about different methods of composting. Hot composting. Hot composting is the most efficient system for producing quality compost in a very relatively short time. Also, it favors the destruction of weed seeds and the pathogens. While hot composting using the withdraw method or bin method requires a high degree of management, hot composting using the in-vessel method requires a lesser degree of management. Let's move on to cold composting. This process is ideal for adding organic matter around trees, in garden plots, in eroded areas. The time required to decompose organic matter using this process is governed to a large extent by environmental conditions and could take 2 years or more. Moving forward, let's talk about sheet composting. Sheet composting is carried out by spreading organic material on the surface of the soil and or allowing it to decompose naturally. Over the time, the organic material will decompose and filter into the soil. This process is ideally suited for forage land, erosion loss, roadside landscaping, etc. The procedure does not favor the destruction of weed seeds, pathogens, etc. and composting materials must be limited to plants, residue and manure. Again, decomposition time is governed by environmental conditions and can be lengthy. Moving forward, let's talk about trench composting. Trench composting is simple. Simply dig a trench 6 to 8 inch deep, fill with 3 to 4 inches of organic material and cover the soil and wait a few weeks and the plant directly above the trench. This process does not favor the destruction of weed seeds and pathogens and the composting process can be relatively slow. The function of in-soil compost adds balanced nutrition to the soil in an easily assimilated form and helps improving soil structure by lightening heavy clays, will improve water retention properties in porous sands. This will allow air and microorganisms to pass more freely and let roots grow easily into the soil. Compost absorbs large amount of water from the air, twice as much as garden soil, nearly 4 times as much as clay and 8 times more than sand. The water is held in reserve so plants can use it during the dry season. Did you know that compost has the nutrients nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium that are found in the chemical fertilizer and even trace elements such as zinc, iron and magnesium, which are very useful to the roots of growing plants. Let's talk about organic composting. Organic composting is an organic matter that has been broken down by the microbes. Compost is the main key ingredient in all soils. It adds organic matter, improves sandy soils, encourages beneficial microbes and earthworms. It also increases nutrients and improves soil texture. It is used in several applications, for example in gardens, landscaping, horticulture, urban agriculture and organic farming. The compost is useful for the land in several ways, including as a soil conditioner, additional to vital humus and used as a natural pesticide for soil. Now let us talk about the advantages of composting. Composting is useful as it enriches the soil, helping retain moisture and suppress plant diseases and pests. It reduces the need for chemical fertilizers. It also reduces methane emissions from landfills and lowers carbon footprints. Composting reduces the decline in nitrogen availability that normally occurs when organic materials such as sawdust or straw are added directly to the soil. Compost is also very useful for recycling kitchen waste, leftover crops, residues, weeds, and manures. Many kinds of local organic waste such as apple, lake weeds, leaves, and grass clippings. And grass clippings can be composted. Compost has less nitrogen and biosoils from other stabilization processes. I bet you didn't know that due to the loss of ammonia during the compost process. However, nitrogen in compost is released slowly and is available to plants over a long period of time, which is more consistent while plant uptake needs. Windrow and aerated static pile composting needs relatively large areas and odor control is a common problem. Ambient temperatures and weather conditions influence windrow and aerated static pile composting process. So these were some advantages of composting and few types of composting that are some basic types of composting. I hope you liked this video. If you found this video informational, do not forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for many such videos. Also, if you need more information, tips about farming techniques and farming tools, then you can download our Freedom app. It is given in the link in the description below. You can go there and download the app and get access to unlimited courses about business, personal finance, and farming. Well, that is it for this video. Thanks for watching.